Hi, I'm Emily, and this is my girlfriend, Brittany. My hat just whacked you.
So today we thought that we would talk about our favorite Netflix shows. Basically because we like a lot of shows and we want an excuse to talk about them. So our top 5 suggestions for Netflix shows to watch.
Our number 1 recommendation.
Okay, no, it's not in order. Okay. This is your number 1, but it's not in order.
Okay, my number 1 of all time is The Fosters, but everybody already knows that because I've talked about it in every single video. So, yeah, we like it because it touches on every single subject, which I said this in the last video, so it's kind of a moot point for me to repeat it. But
a moot.
Okay, so it's like a gay couple or a lesbian couple who fosters in kids, and they like eventually adopt most of them, and it's just really awesome because it touches on every single social topic ever. It's like abortion, gay marriage, adoption, so it's just an incredible show. I could cry just thinking about it.
Okay, the next one is Grace and Frankie, and we're not actually, all of our shows aren't based on gay people, but the show is about these 2 couples, and I'm not spoiling anything, it's the actual point of the show. The 2 men end up dating and falling in love, and then the 2 women hate each other, but they end up living together in a beach house, and that's about all of that, those 2 women, and it's hilarious, the funniest show I've seen in a long time.
Okay, but did you say the 2 men were married to the 2 women at first?
Yeah, the 2 couples.
Okay.
Before we watched it, I thought it was a show for older people, but I love that show. That's like one of my favorite shows of all time.
And we just finished it, but there's only 3 seasons, so.
Yeah, so you can get it done in a weekend if you want. Next
is 13. So 13 is a BBC show, but it's on Netflix, and it's British, right? Yeah, so it's like about this girl who gets kidnapped and is stuck in a basement for 13 years, and it's like freaky, and like you want to, it's like what do they call it?
Based on a true story?
No. It's like a train wreck that you can't look away from. Like, it's so sad and so thrilling, but like you're like terrified that if that ever happened to you, but also it's so good.
I wouldn't watch it if you're really easily freaked out about stuff like that, or really sensitive to those kind of issues, because it could be triggering, but if you can handle it, it's a really good show.
I'm pretty sure we watched it in like...
We watched it in maybe 1 day.
It's only 1 season though, which kind of sucks.
But I mean, she can't get kidnapped more than once. I mean, she could. But. So then, right now, we are watching Gypsy, which also looks like an old person show from the outside, and it's kind of an old person show from the inside, but it's okay. So it's about a clinical psychologist who kind of starts like meddling in her clients' lives, and this one has gay people in it too.
It's just a trend. You don't do it on purpose.
Yeah, so there's some gayness mixed into there that I won't tell you too much about because you'll have to watch it to understand. And there's also... It keeps you on the edge of your seat. It has really bad music.
I feel like it's not as popular of a show.
It's not, but it's really good, and if you can tolerate the music, which Emily can't.
I can. I've watched it. I just plug my ears. Alright, next, we like to watch like prison shows, so our favorite is Lock Up Maximum Security. We watched it all through exam season last year.
It's so, that's also such a good show. So
it just like goes through different stories of people who are in different prisons. And it's awesome. Like, it's kind of cool to see what they go through and like what they're experiencing. How many people
are in there that...
And how they're treated, and just...
Like, a lot of these shows will desensitize you to things. So like, we're all about those kind of shows, I guess, like watching things that like educate you about different kinds of people. So before watching this show, I kind of thought like, if you were in prison, you've had chances and you lost them. But after watching the show, after the first episode, you'll be like, wow.
Like, these people are like, real people, they have lives, they're all like good people, and like, it just goes to show like, I don't know, we can't make assumptions.
Yeah. It's really good in that sense. Also, it doesn't follow the same people through every episode, so don't get attached, because we did. We have a couple honorable mentions that we didn't tell you guys about because they're a little bit more popular and you guys have probably already seen them, but if you haven't seen them, these are must-watch shows and you have to watch them before you watch any of these other shows, because are you living under a rock? Grey's Anatomy.
No further comments.
Don't get me started on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, once you start, it's hard to stop.
It's so good. And some people start to think it's boring after a few seasons, but I never got that feeling at all.
It's starting to get a little boring now. Just because they're dragging it out. You can't look at me like that. Friends, which is kind of self-explanatory because if you haven't seen at least one episode, you do live under a rock.
Yeah. When that theme song starts playing, my heart literally races. I'm not even exaggerating.
And it's great because you can just click on any episode and watch it. You never have to watch it in order.
And I could actually, no joke, my mom will comment below and verify that this is the truth. I have watched every single episode minimum 5 times. And that's lowballing it significantly. I'm addicted.
One Tree Hill and the OC.
I didn't watch either of those. I also didn't watch Gossip Girl or what's that other one? Gilmore Girls? Dexter.
Why wasn't that on our top 5?
Because a lot of people have seen Dexter. We love Dexter. So basically, that's a show, if you haven't heard of it, about a serial killer. If you have a weak stomach, or if you get really freaked out by stuff, don't watch the show. But if you can handle it, like even if you could just try and force yourself to handle it,
it's so good.
It's so good.
I remember when you first started watching it and I started watching it with you, I was so apprehensive, and then we started watching it and I was like, I can't stop. It's so good.
Yeah, and every season has a different big mystery that you try and solve with the show. It's really, really good.
I'm so mad that it ended.
And they have really awesome characters.
Although, if you do watch it, just know the ending is freaking awful.
Yeah, prepare yourself for the ending.
So don't get your hopes up.
It sucks. Oh, Parks and Rec. And that is a show that you could watch at the same time as Dexter and alternate so that you can laugh and be scared at the same time.
Isn't that what you did?
Yes. So those are Netflix shows that we could recommend. If you have any recommendations for us, comment below, tell us a little bit what they're about. Do not spoil anything for anyone. But if you have a favorite show that we didn't talk about,
let us know.
Let us know, because we want to watch it.
Also, thank you guys for 20,000 subscribers, because we failed to mention it in our last video. We never, ever, ever, ever thought we would have that many.
No. Yeah, that's
20,000
1,020 times, right?
That's probably really bad math, and I would have to think about that, but...
Yeah, it's 1,020 times. That's a lot. Or 100, how many times?
Okay, we get the point.
200 times.
Yeah. It's a lot.
That's a shit ton of people. I mentioned it on our Tumblr because we get a lot of messages that are pretty much like angry at us for not posting videos. Which we understand that you guys want videos, but we don't do this for a living. So we both go to school and we both work. So a lot of people that post them every single week on a set schedule do this for work, and we don't. So
we do it for fun. Like, this is our off to the side kind of thing. Like, we both go to school full time.
And we never expected to get we never expected to get this many subscribers. Like, we started YouTube because people just kept saying, like, please post a video about this, please post a video about that. So that's what we started doing, and that's still kind of what we're doing, just posting videos whenever we have time. Because this was never something that we even thought that we wanted. We love doing it.
We could do.
Yeah, we love doing it now, but this wasn't in our plans. So we're trying to keep up, but we hope that you guys understand that we have a lot of stuff to do. So all that to say, thank you for the support.
Thank you for being patient.
Love you. Thank you for commenting and subscribing and caring about our lives. And we will do our best to keep up with you. Bye! I know you're gonna hit me with your beak.